Hi, welcome to my first video of how to. Today we're going to do how to train chest. So first of all we're going to start off on a bench press, or barbell pressing. We're going to do 3 variations. This one's going to be flat. I'm going to quickly show you incline and decline and what the benefits of them are for. Then we're going to move on to dumbbell pressing. We're going to move on to dumbbell flies, cable flies, and then we'll move on to some advanced techniques for more advanced lifters. Okay, so we're going to start with bench press. So the first thing you need to do is get your width of your hands right. So I know from previously my little fingers should be on these lines here, so I use them as a guide. Okay, lift it off. And as I come down, my elbows and wrists are going to be in line. Just before I touch the chest, I'm going to power it back up. I'm not going to lock my elbows like that, because that takes the pressure off the chest. I'm going to keep the chest at attention, and I'm going to lower it back down once I've squeezed, and repeat. I'm also not trying to push forward with my shoulders. I'm trying to keep my shoulders pushed down into the bench. So mainly just activate the chest. I'm not locking the triceps out, I'm not driving the shoulders forward. A nice controlled motion like that. A little bit more acceleration on the way up, smoothly down, feel the stretch, drive up, squeeze. And that's it. Now some people think they should go wider, take the chest more. That's wrong, that's just putting more pressure on your shoulders. And narrow it will just get a little bit more on your triceps. So that's it for a flat bench press. Now the incline bench press is going to be exactly the same in terms of the width of the grip and the technique, but you're going to raise it up to 30 to 45 degrees depending on your upper chest. And I would just say there's no right or wrong sort of height to have the incline. I wouldn't go above 45 because it's going to get too much on the shoulders, but whatever feels best between sort of like 30 to 45 degrees. And on a decline you'll generally just get a bench that just goes on to decline, and it'll be about 40%. You won't be able to vary it, and that's absolutely fine. So obviously the decline is going to hit more the lower chest, the incline is going to work more the upper chest. I'm not a massive fan of flat bench. I think it's too ego driven. People are like, what do you bench? I think it's the worst possible thing to irritate your shoulders. So personally, I only really do decline one day and incline on another chest day. Some people talk about Smith machine versus free weights. Now, for me, Smith machine is just as effective, especially if you haven't got a training partner. People will say, well, what about your stabiliser muscles? But what do we need to build stabilisers muscles for bodybuilders? If you're a powerlifter, then obviously you need to do free weights. But if you're a bodybuilder and you train on your own, Smith machine is absolutely fine. Okay, so next we're going to move on to a dumbbell press. This time I'm showing you an incline version. Now this is probably around about 30 degrees, so I could go one higher, make it 45, but this generally feels pretty comfortable for me, especially with doing decline, 30 degree decline and 30 degree incline. I guess if you're doing a flat bench press, then you might want to raise the incline up a little bit more to 45 degrees so it feels that bit different. Okay, so the whole point for me of doing a dumbbell press is increased range of motion. So for those that are doing 100-pound dumbbells like this, it's just pointless. You might as well use a bar. We want to come right down, get that good stretch, and then drive across the body, touch them together. Again, keeping the shoulders back and not locking the arms, but right across. And you can see the range of motion is much more than with a barbell. Reels come down below the chest there and drive up and squeeze across. And to increase the difficulty even further, we can rotate in and end up where we would for a chest fly. So now we're getting that internal rotation and contracting the pecs out a little bit more. So the aim is not always to lift heavier and use worse form or shorter range of motion. In fact, that's not the aim. The aim is to make the exercise harder so the muscle works harder. That's what we're trying to do. We're trying to fatigue the muscle, break the tissue down so that it's going to grow bigger and stronger. Okay, there you go. Okay, next we're going to move on to flies. So this is an isolation exercise for the chest. So this is going to take out the shoulder and tricep involvement and just focus on the chest. So again, if we're doing that, we don't want to be bending at the elbows. because then you're just pressing again. What we're going to do is keeping the arms strict. Now I don't lock them out fully, but they're stiff. We open up without twisting or rotating here, come out, so my elbows are facing the floor, my palms are facing the ceiling, and they're coming back up in together and squeeze. I tend to drive up firmly through there and just slow it down there and squeeze, because as you come towards the top, the gravity is not pulling you down as much, so you'll end up just going and lose all the tension at the top. So I'll come down, feel that stretch, drive through, and then squeeze slowly through the middle. Come back out again, nice and smooth, full range, stretch, drive, and squeeze. Again, you can do these on flat, decline, or incline. Really squeeze, keep the tension. You see the difference there? Keep the tension on the chest. So make sure you keep that squeeze of the chest there. Okay, next we're going to move on to cable flies. So the difference between these and a dumbbell for me is the focus on the centre. So whereas the dumbbell flies is more of a stretch on the outer pec, with the cables I want to really focus on the squeeze in the middle. Now again, we've seen people throwing them about and using heavy weights. It's pointless. The whole point is an isolation exercise, nice control, come in and hold that contraction, squeeze the middle. Really feel that in the inside of your chest. You won't get that same squeeze on the inside of your chest from any of the pressing movements or any of the dumbbell flies. So it's very important to get most of it on a cable or on a pec deck where you can actually squeeze the contraction. The other thing is not using your body weight. So leaning in, using body weight and getting heavier weights. Keep your weight on your back leg, keep your head up, chest up, and only work from the chest. It's an isolation exercise. It's not supposed to be massively heavy weights. It's supposed to be all about the control and the contraction. You can also come from the bottom. So you're coming from the bottom, get weight on the back leg, and don't start at the bottom here because then you're just doing the shoulders. I usually start like mid-height of the torso here, and then keeping my palms up, coming across. And that's probably one of the only things that'll get the upper inner chest. That's a really good one I like to finish up on. But again, it's going to be a really lightweight, a lot lighter than when you go from the top. And you make sure you get that squeeze right in the top here, and contraction. No point just throwing them up or using your shoulders. So it's all about the feel and the contraction on these.